Now, when I showed you various things moving on this wooden surface, what did you find? That the speed with which various things moved was not same. A book or a duster moved very slowly and stopped almost immediately, while a pencil or a wheel and especially a cell and a ball, they moved very fast. So, what can we conclude from this? The simple conclusion is that yes, there is force of friction, but various objects have different force of friction. In some cases, the force of friction is more and so speed is less, and in other cases the force of friction is less, so speed is more. So, speed and friction are not directly proportionate. If friction is more, speed is less. So, we can say they are indirectly proportional to each other. Okay, that was fine. So, that means it is the moving object on which depends the force of friction. No, that is not true. Actually, when a thing is moving, there are two surfaces which are coming in contact with each other. So, the other surface also has a role to play. Unless the two surfaces come in contact with each other, there is no movement and there is no friction. Now, the second surface on which an object moves also has a role to play. When we were moving objects on this wooden surface, we found a certain speed. Then what did I do? I spread a polythene bag. The speed reduced. Then I spread a towel. Speed further reduced. I even tried to do it on a surface of a book. This time the speed was more than that of cloth and polythene, but less than that of wooden. So, that means there are two conclusions. First is an opposing force stops a moving object. This force is called force of friction. Second point is the force of friction depends upon the smoothness of the surface. Third thing is that the surfaces of two objects determine the force of friction. Remember the slides you used to enjoy as a child, maybe even now, at least I used to love them. What were they? They were just an inclined plane, and when you started, you didn't move so fast, but as you moved down, you started moving very fast and you would come down with a thud. Even I showed you when we raised our book and made an inclined plane, the speed was more, and steeper the angle, more was the speed. So, the next conclusion is that force of friction is less on an inclined plane.